on that. They were very good.
Tough one because it doesn't. I think it doesn't define us. It doesn't define what this team has done this season, and it's very sad to finish that way. It hurts my heart because we had the desire and the expectation to do a much better performance than what we did against Swansea, and actually probably was much worse. So it's true that we play against a quality team. Credit to them. Congratulations to Burnley, not only for today but the promotion. But I think today we didn't achieve the level and the standards that we should show in a game like this. So I could say a lot of things, but probably the summary is that it feels like after Preston we got a bit empty after big effort, after a season with mentally, emotionally so demanding, and that's why I've been saying that I give more value to what we achieved this season than even the great escape from last season, and perhaps that will change a little bit the perception of what this season has been, because the fact that we achieved the safety 4 weeks before the end of the season says a lot, despite all the adversity. But instead to finish in that way probably would have a feeling that it takes some credit to that, when the reality is that is a very remarkable achievement, as I said. But it's disappointing, today's game, no excuses.
What do you, I mean, that first half it was very difficult. What do you say at half time? Like that, you just have to kind of like...
You can imagine no one is happy. No one is happy in those moments, and the main thing for me is to show pride, to make sure that it's true that we changed a little bit already in the last minutes of the first half. So we were playing more like with a 3 at the back after 35-40 minutes. It's true that could give them more control in the middle, in the base, what I said, the 2 sixes, something that we were trying to avoid in the beginning on the first 30 minutes. But in the first 30 minutes they were very good at finding the pockets. So what we did is try to protect a little bit more, the pockets, perhaps a bit more time for them on the base. But I think that we will never know if after the halftime with them 3-0 up, you never know, is that we started a little bit better, or is because them, perhaps with advantage, just try to control a bit more. But the main thing was trying to win the second half, try to score a goal soon, try to get a reaction, try to get the crowd with us, try to put some pressure. But unfortunately, despite we create a couple of chances, the keeper made 2 good saves, and it was not enough.
Does it kind of show the level your team needs to get to kind of be like a Burnley? Is it?
Listen, we know how big is the gap, at least financially, when it comes to the teams that are relegated for Premier League especially. We know where we are. That's why I think it was very sensible to admit that the target this season was to make sure that we were safe sooner than what we did last season, while we try to exploit an edge by trying to get young players that can develop and that can help us to take the next step. So I think that if we look objectively at these two, the target has been achieved. We achieved the safety before last season. We develop a lot of young players without experience in Championship, that hopefully will set a foundation for the future for the club. Said that, there is a lot to review. There is a lot of analyze what we could have been doing better over the last months, what we should do better in the future, and obviously today is not the best day to do a summary, because all of us were very disappointed and pissed off for the performance. But that's a fact. Burnley was much better than us, and there is no hiding on that.
In terms of, I mean, you've got one more game to go. If you don't get more points than you did last year, do you feel the season has been?
Personally, from a personal point of view, it will be disappointing. But reality is that, I don't know, my target is to win against Sunderland, no doubt about it. I think all the guys understood at the end of the game. Now we're talking what do we expect from all of us, because today doesn't define us, and I want to finish the season in a way that defines us. I know that there are a lot of situations that we cannot control, but I'm not very fond of finding excuses. So how much is the progress compared to last season? As I said, reality is that if we don't achieve more points than last season, in that sense, it has not been a progress, in the sense that we have been safe weeks before the last season, and in the sense that we develop a lot of young players, it has been a progress. I think that there is no doubt, no one can doubt that this team, without the the incredible injury crisis that we have suffered all the season, we'll be in a much better position at the moment. But that's part of the game, and that's what we need to review.
You still happy? You still confident to be back next year?
Myself,
Yes.
I said before, as long as I'm wanted, I'm very happy. I really, I think the way the fans have been supporting me, it makes me feel that I want to give them something back, even better than last 2 seasons. In any case, I'm very calm about what I've done, what the job that me, Xavi, that we have done, and the fact that we achieved the targets, the were difficult targets both seasons we have achieved. I'm an ambitious person in the sense that I always push myself. I don't like excuses. I don't need a clap in my shoulder to someone tell me it was good. I always want to improve. So I have a contract and I want to keep improving.
And I mean, just that you do. I mean, I've been coming to QPR for years and years. I don't think I've seen many managers have a bond with the fans like you do, particularly when the side isn't doing so well.
I appreciate that, but that's not credit to me. It's credit to the fans. I think the way they helped me to embrace what QPR is, the fact that from day one they supported me in an incredible way. They supported the team in an incredible way. I'm not sure if it's very common. I said the support that I got this season in very difficult moments. It's something I said that I never seen before, and I will stay in my life forever. So I don't know if one day I will write a book, but in this book for sure, one day will be those memories, and that's why I'm very sad today, because for me the fans means a lot, and I'm someone that I work a lot for my players. I work a lot for the club, but especially I think that have a big respect for tradition. I have a big respect for clubs, and I'm here to make sure that a lot of people is happy when we win a football game. So that's ultimate one of my jobs. So that's why today hurts, but I feel that a lot of people help me to understand what QPR is.
Marti, you probably don't want to dwell on the game too much, but I just wanted to ask, what do you learn about your players in a game like today, obviously against one of the best teams that Championship's seen recently? What do you learn about players in a big defeat like that?
Yeah, I understand the question, but it's I think it's unfair. Today, as I said, we have been better, we have been worse, but during 45 games, these 44 games, I think this team has been showing always a lot of pride, even when we were not playing great. Some tough games, some tough results, the team was always trying. Today I had a feeling that we had no chance. They were better than us from the beginning, and this is a game. Sometimes you just need to accept that the opposition is better than you. Why it is? Well, there are many reasons, but today, unfortunately, I don't think is a day where we should take a lot of conclusions from the game.
Also, starting Ashby on the right wing, was there any reason why he was put ahead of Yang today in the starting lineup?
Yeah, one of the reasons is because we felt that Ash is in a good moment, showing good energy. I think the fact that he has not been regular all the season, he's coming into an end of the season at good level. I think that he has been playing at good level on the left side. Today the decision was if we could repeat what we did against Swansea with a more, if you want, attacking side with Yang on the right wing, or even Caddy on the right wing, but we felt that the way Burnley attacks, with a lot of players, with a lot of overlaps on the sides, we struggled a bit in the last game against Swansea, and we know that Burnley is a very good side. So perhaps it was about trying to understand what happened in the second half against Swansea, where perhaps the level was better than the first half. Try to make sure that we keep some of the players that are arriving to the end of the season with more energy, with more in a good shape. Sometimes it happens, especially in Championship with such a long season. And I think that Ash personally, I think that he had some good actions.
And just a word on Colley's performance today. He was up against the best defence in the league. It looked like he was kind of struggling with the physicality and the headers and the challenges. Just any initial reflections on how you thought that went for him?
Look, Ryan is a guy that when I arrived here to the club had few games at professional level. He's been taking bigger steps. He's a guy that I really value. He needs to keep improving. He knows that, and that's the main thing why I trust him, because he wants to keep learning. It's a tough game. It's a tough game for the whole team. So obviously, as a striker playing against this opposition is not easy. But the important thing is that now Ryan, when we look back, has played 20-ish games more this season, I think, despite the injuries, because otherwise I'm sure that he could have played 40-ish. and there is no doubt that today is a better player than what he was 1 year ago. And that's what I'm saying, that the foundation for the future, when you look not only at Ryan but Kieran Morgan, that over the last games we have been trying to protect him a little bit, because perhaps, as I said, with Ash, perhaps it was a bit the opposite with Kieran. But it's about trying to make sure that Kieran, that Ash, that Ryan, that Emerson, that now is getting opportunities, that players like Liam, players like other players that they have no experience in Championship, they got a very important, valuable experience at this level, and the team is much better equipped from that point of view for the coming season.
Last one from me as well, just basically what are you excited about with the team and the future in the summer, and what are you looking forward to?
Well, I think that this is a question that probably you can ask me, because excitement after the performance today, it's a difficult war. Listen, I've been saying from day one about the potential of the club. I've been saying, for me, the history that QPR got, the training ground, we have an incredible training ground, owners that are supportive. So I think the foundation is there. Then, as it's been saying all the time, I think that we cannot compete in terms of financial possibilities with other big clubs in the league, but it's about making sure that we understand what's our edge and push all the way on that. And if we are aligned on this, if we are 100% all on this, then, as I said before, I really enjoy my work here. I'm enjoying the English football, so yeah, ready for more.